Friends, good evening. Nurullah from Abu Dhabi. Today, I thought of sharing with you some of the cheapest international calling plans from United Arab Emirates via Etisalat, the telecommunication network provider Etisalat. See, we all expatriates um, portrait our country, our family, and our loved ones, and be here in this country far away from our domicile and our home country, simply because of earning money in a halal manner to support our family. And in the meantime, we have to try to find a way by which we should be neutral in terms of our spending ability, plus on how we are, how frequent we are calling our family near and dear ones. I know that it is always a great challenge for the expatriates living in overseas, especially not especially in any country away from their home country. It is always challenging to meet the telecommunication expenses, especially in countries where the social media platforms and video calling and voice calling via those social media is blocked due to the government regulations and telecommunication regulation. Especially in this situation, we have to live with this situation, but we have to try to find a way. Of course, the government is also supporting. The government where we live, for example, in United Arab Emirates, the government is supporting by way of introducing a lot of calling plans with a lot of discounted prices and rebates, and a great reduction in the normal tariffs. I came across and I experienced one of the very positive and very economic and cheapest calling plan, international calling plan, by which nowadays I used to call, my near and dear ones in India, back home. I wanted to keep you updated on this. Perhaps it might be of use for you guys. Not only India, this plan is applicable for any countries. From U.A.E, you may call any country, whether it be India, Pakistan, Philippines, Sri Lanka, Singapore, or whatever the part of the world. There is a proper calling plan in place from Etisalat, and I will just explain you with the video in the forthcoming video session with a screenshot on how we go further actually, and the options in that. With this, you will have an economic and cheapest calling facility. At the end, we are here to save money as much as we can. We have to be economic and to be able to save money for supporting our family, to save for our future money requirements. So here comes the interesting and effective international calling plans from Etisalat, and it gives you the cheapest rate up to 5 fills per minute. For India, at least, I'm telling. For different countries, different plan. You may check in the options that I'm going to give. And not then, aside from 5 fills, there is 8 fills plan, 8 fills per minute plan. And you can make your own customized and tailor-made offer, which sounds very brilliant and interesting. I appreciate and admire Etisalat. Previously, it was not like that. Etisalat was very rigid in terms of having these kind of plans for the expatriates living in U.A.E. But nowadays, they are very effective, competitive, to face, also not only to face competitiveness and to be more competitive, for them to be viable and successful in the market. They are monopolized, actually. They are monopoly. Etisalat and Do are the only network operators, telecommunication network operators here. Nevertheless, they introduced all these plans for the sake of betterment of the expatriates, for their, the cheap calling plans, so that it will meet the requirement of even an expatriate earning, not too much money, but he wanted to save some money for his family. I will take you through this video, and come on, let's go and see this video. Hi friends, in order for you to be able to avail this great rebate in international calls while you call from U.A.E, from Etisalat. I will explain you the steps. First, you will go to your phone option where you normally dial your numbers to call your contacts, and just dial *050# and click dial button, and this USSD code running. Then it will show you a screen with different options. Sometimes automatically the discounted prices or the rebate that you look for is already coming in one of these options, but sometimes it doesn't come, but you can always make your own deal. That's what it is mentioned in the option number 1, make your own deal. Make your own deal will, this option will enable you to make your own deal with a bundle of certain amount of price, the tariff, with which you can call to any country from U.A.E with a highly discounted prices with great abatement in tariffs. Okay, now click 1 to go to the make your own deal. Now then there is another dialog box comes, my earlier deals, create new, back menu. Go to option number 2, create new, send. Now it will show you what are all the offers and promotional offers you would like to opt for. What we are talking about now is the international calling plans, discounted calling plans. So as you see, it is option number 1, click 1 and send. Okay, because it's showing you already subscribed to this offer. Okay, let me tell you what. Unfortunately, since I already completed this option and I subscribed to one of the promotional offer for me to be able to call India, because every day I used to call my mom. So I already subscribed this plan. That's why it doesn't allow me, doesn't enable me to go to further options for me to be able to narrate you on the process. Okay, when we click that option, it will take you to how many minutes you want to call. Like, you can design your own number of minutes. You can design your own number of minutes, let's say 100 minutes or 200 minutes or 300 minutes. Once you click that, it will show you another box with which you would have to select which country. You need simply to put the first 2 codes of the country without 00. For example, if you want to call India, put 91, and if you want to call Pakistan, put 92. If you want to call Singapore, for example, put 65, something like that. Then click OK. Then it will take you to how many days you want to keep this plan, 1 week or 1 month, depending on your usage. It is purely customized and tailor-made actually. So basically this is purely your own customization. So you will give, for example, I gave 30 days for me to use my 200 minutes call to India. Then it will charge me for 220 minutes to India for 30 days. It charged me 18 dirhams 90 fils approx. Meaning for 1 minute I'm charged 8 fils. So for 1 minute 8 fils is very dead cheap and highly rebated price and discounted price. I'm very happy for that. Likewise, you can subscribe to such rebated prices to call your loved ones, dear and near ones, for international calling plan with your customized and tailor-made plans. Unfortunately, I apologize for the fact that I could not show you the screens further. I didn't realize, otherwise I would have not subscribed and I would have recorded when I was subscribing. Anyway, since I explained the steps, hope you were able to be guided when you go for those options and subscribe. If you have any doubts, please feel free to leave your doubts and queries in the comments. I'm at most happy to give you any explanation that might be of use for you. Thank you, guys. Guys, once you subscribe to this international calling plan, what you can do in parallel, is that you go to the Play Store, in Google Play Store or in iOS, and download and install My Etisalat app, and go inside the My Etisalat app by giving your login credentials and everything. It will take you inside the My Etisalat app like what you are seeing now. And once you go inside, you would be able to see the plan that you subscribed already. See, for example, you are seeing now my international calling subscription of 222 minutes, and I have received some bonus credit also from Etisalat, which will be lasting for almost few days. I mean, a few days, couple of days, or few days more, and so it is an additional credit. And this is very cheaper. For 222 minutes, it is only 18 dirhams, 93 fills, around 19 dirhams. So 8 fills per minute. It is a very good economic and cheapest option for international calls for you, to really use this and get a full benefit out of it. So once you have this My Etisalat app, you are able to track once you use your calls on a daily basis. This 222 minutes, whatever the minutes that you already subscribed, it will get reduced, and you can track on a daily basis. My Etisalat app is very useful for you to track the calls that you make through your prepaid mobile phones, and you are able to track the number of calls that you make versus how much amount is consumed for each and every call. And in this screen, if you go here, click the number, and go here and consumption. If you go to the consumption, for example, if you go to analyze my usage, view statement, recharge history, you will have a complete history of everything, which will be a great use for you to maintain and monitor your prepaid mobile cellular international calls or general domestic calls, the calls consumption. Thank you guys for watching. You saw this video. Hope this video is of help for you. Unfortunately, in the video recording, because I already subscribed this plan, I was not allowed from the mobile for me to be able to proceed further in order for me to be able to show you the screens of how it would look like. So it was only my verbal points that I mentioned. If you have any doubts, please feel free to mention in the comments. I'm happy to give you any input in case if you have any doubt. Thank you so much guys for watching this. Eid Mubarak in advance, and Ramadan is almost at the end stage, and Alhamdulillah, and so far so good. Last Ramadan we were completely locked down. This Ramadan, Alhamdulillah, it was improved, and we were able to pray in the masjids, and we can do our ibadah in masjid and also at homes, Alhamdulillah. And we are almost close to end of Ramadan, and let us reap a lot of rewards and virtues during this holy month of Ramadan by being more spiritual, by being more harmonious, humane, by being philanthropic and magnanimous and generous in terms of doing a lot of alms giving to the needy, so that they are also happy, having their Eid and also the holy Ramadan in a happy manner. Thank you so much guys for watching. Have a fantastic day ahead.